Guys, it's Rad and I'm back with another tutorial, but before I continue on, click subscribe for more tutorials. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to do this doily. I came up with this pattern, and for this pattern I've used 100% cotton yarn. So this is what I'll be using for this tutorial, and I bought this on Amazon. It was a pack of 20, so I'm going to leave a link in the description box below if you want to get a pack for yourself. And let's begin. For the center of my circle doily even, I'm going to be using cream, and what you'll do is, for anyone that's more advanced here, is chain 3, then work 11 double crochets, so you have 12 in total for the center. Now for the beginners, I will teach you how to do that. So we'll start with a magic loop, like so. Cross it on your fingers, put your yarn at the bottom thread and pull the top one through, loop it around, get your working yarn and pull it through the loop. This sort of gives us a chain 1, so we're going to chain 2 more. Now this counts as 1 double crochet. We'll work 11 more into the loop. For anyone that's not sure how to do a double crochet, I will demonstrate it to you now. So all you have to do is yarn around, put your hook through the magic circle, pull your yarn back. There's 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, and then pull through 2. That forms our double crochet. So please carry on and I'll meet you when I've done 12. I've done my 12 double crochets, so we're just going to tighten the loop and we're going to slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain here. So 1, 2, 3. Just going to put my hook in here and do a slip stitch. Right, we're ready to start round 2, but I'll show you how to finish this off. You get your scissors, you cut your yarn, you pull it through, and then what I'm going to do is put my hook through the next chain space just at the top. So get my first one and the second one and just pull it through. This gives us a sort of a nice finish to our center. For the second round, I'm going to be using this purple color. And for the second round, we're doing clusters of 4 double crochets. So I'll teach you how to do this. So you're going to do cluster 4 double crochets, chain 2, cluster 4 double crochets, chain 2. And we are going to do this 12 times for this round. So to show you where we work in, if you see these chains, and I'm going to put my hook through here, and you only grab 2, that's where we're going to be working into. So let's go ahead, put our hook through that space and pull your next color through, and you're going to tie it on. So our first one's going to be a bit different, and I'll show you how to do the first one and the next one, and how I do the second one is how you're going to do it all the way around. So for our first one, put your hook through the same space where you just put your yarn through and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This counts as 1 double crochet. We need to work 3 more because we're doing clusters of 4. So put your hook in there, pull the yarn back, and you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Now we won't yarn over and pull through these 2. What we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, put a hook in the same space, pull it back, and you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, put it through the same space, pull it back, and now you have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over, pull through the last 4, chain 2. So it's only that one that's going to be a bit different. The rest we're going to do exactly how I'm about to show you now. And just make sure you don't miss any stitches, otherwise your doily might not lie flat at the end. So yarn over, put your hook through the next space. I'm working right into the next one. Pull your yarn back, 3 loops on your hook, pull through the first 2. Yarn over, put it through the same space, pull it back, 4 loops on your hook. Pull through the first 2. Yarn over, put it in the same space, pull it back, 5 loops on your hook, pull through the first 2. So far you can see we've got 1, 2, 3 double crochets. We want 4, so we're going to do that one more time. And now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops that were left. And then you'll chain 2 and move on to the next space. I'm just going to show you the next space without any talking from me. And I'm going to try to bring it super close to the camera. Right, so I hope you got that. That was a cluster stitch. For anyone that's probably still struggling to understand that, that is fine. I will show it to you one more time. So yarn over, put your space through that top chain and bring your yarn back. You will have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, put your hook with just putting it through that same exact space and pull it back. You have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, put it in the same space, pull it back, and you will have 5 loops on your hook. Pull through 2. We need to do it one more because we're doing clusters of 4 and we've only got 1, 2, 3 in here. For last time, now you have 6 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. Now yarn over, pull through all 5 that you had left. Yarn over, and then chain 2. So let's do that all the way around, and you should have 12 of these clusters. If you don't, that means you've missed a stitch, so please go back and have a look where you've missed it. Before I carry on, where we ended the last round, that one might be a bit difficult to work into, but it'll be a really small chain like so. So make sure you don't skip that one and you definitely work into it. When you put your hook through it, it might appear a bit odd like so, but that's fine. Just make sure you do not miss this one. Right, so I finished my last cluster, the 12th one, and I'm going to go in here and slip stitch and join on top of the 3rd chain. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. Just take your time to find yours, because we want this doily to be nice and circular. And I've just slip stitched there. So if you reach this far, guys, well done. The hardest part of the doily is now over. The rest of the rounds, I promise you, are super easy. So I'm just going to chain 1, cut my thread, yarn even, pull it through, go into the next chain space here. This is just something I do, you don't have to. And I'm going to get the yarn and pull it towards the back of the work. Don't worry if it's curling in, we will fix that as the rounds go on, and especially the last round, your doily will be super flat. My camera keeps getting out of focus. Oh dear. Okay. Let's hope it stays in focus now, because I really want to make sure you guys capture every detail. Right, so for the next round, we're just doing treble crochets, chain 1. So 3 treble crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and so on. And you can do that 12 times. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that as well. For the next round, I am going to pick this pretty yellow color, And for this round, you'll be working into these spaces between the clusters. So just pick any that you like and let's get working in there. So I'm going to work in this one, put my hook from the back and pull my yarn through. And I'm going to tie that right on. Whoops, that didn't work out too well. There, I'm going to tie that right on. So to start, what you will do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to count this as 1 treble crochet. So we're going to work 2 more in this same space. So to do a treble crochet, you're just going to wrap your yarn around your hook once and twice. Now you're going to put your hook into that space and you're going to bring the yarn back. And you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull it through the first 2. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull it through the next 2. Then you'll have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull it through the last 2. That completes our second treble crochet. So we're just going to do that one more time. So yarn over, pull through the first 2. Yarn over, second 2. Yarn over, last 2. You're going to chain 1 in between each 3 treble crochets. So let's go into the next space and work our next treble crochet set. So you'll yarn over twice, put it into that space, pull it back, pull through the first 2, pull through the second 2, pull through the last 2. I hope you found that easy to understand. I'm just going to demonstrate that. And always remember to chain 1. And we're going to go into that next space. And 2 more in that same space. And chain 1. So I'll meet you at the end of the round, guys. I've done my last 3 double crochets, treble crochets even, and then what I'm going to do is find the top of the 4th chain here. 1 second, it went out focus a bit. There we go. So I'm going to find the top of the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to go into that chain and do a slip stitch to end this round. And I'm just going to chain 1 to secure that. Please don't worry if your work is curling in like this. All will be fixed as the rounds go on. So I'm going to cut this, going to pull it through, put my hook in from the front actually, bring my yarn over like so, and then I'm going to go into the next bit and then bring my yarn back like so. Right, we're all ready for the next round, and if this starts becoming loose, just go to the back and pull on it to tighten it. Also, if you have very short ends like this, I've got a video on how to weave those in, which I'll put in the description box below. Right, on to our next round. So for the next round, it's going to be quite simple as well. So all we're going to do is 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, nothing in between. 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, nothing in between. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So for my next color, I'm picking this pretty pink. And go ahead and insert your hook anywhere you like. So I'm going to just find a space, put my hook from the back and pull it through. I'm going to tie that on. We're just going to be working in these spaces. This is probably my favorite round actually, because it's so nice and quick. And I'll show you how to start. So to start, you will chain 3. Please count this as 1 double crochet. Then you'll add another double crochet. This is where we chain 2, and in the same space work 2 more. 1, 2. Right, so we're not going to do anything in between, and you're going to do 2 double crochets in the next space, chain 2, and then 2 double crochets in the same space. So I hope you're getting a gist of what we're doing here. Nothing in between, go into the next space, work 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets in the same space. The chain 2 will give us enough space to do our shell border. So guys, just keep following what we were doing here, and I'll meet you towards the end of the round. Right, so I'm at the end. I've done my last one, so I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch and join on top of the 3rd chain here. 1 second, get this to focus. There we go. Into this space here, and I'm just going to slip stitch and join. Just going to chain 1 to secure it. Please don't worry if your work is still curling. All will be fixed in the last round. Pull this through. I'm just going to go from the front, pull this yarn through. You don't have to do this, by the way. This is just something I do. Oh, I can't believe this camera keeps getting out of focus. So I'm just going to go into this space here, and I'm just going to pull this yarn to the back of the work, like so. We are now ready for our last round. And for this round, I've saved myself this really bright, pretty pink. For the last round, if you want this sort of seamless look, please follow my instructions carefully. So when we start, we'll only be doing 7 in the first one, and then we'll be doing 8 double crochets in the rest of them. The one where we did 7, we're going to add it right, the last double crochet, right at the end. So I'm going to explain what I mean. So to start, go ahead and pick any of these that you want. So we'll be working our chains into here, sorry, double crochets into here and slip stitch into here. Double crochets into here and slip stitch into here. So I'm just going to put my yarn from the back in any of these pointy corners, and I'm going to tie it on. So in the first one, we're going to chain 3, and we're going to count that as a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3. That counts as 1 double crochet. We're now going to work another 7. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, sorry, there has to be 7 in total in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're going to add the last one, our 8th double crochet, when we come back. Now you're going to go ahead and just slip stitch into here. So where your work has been curling this entire time, it will now be sorted. So I've done my slip stitch in there. Now we're going to go into this space and work 8 double crochets. So you're going to do 8 for the rest of this round. So when you've completed your 8 double crochets in there, you will go ahead and slip stitch into that space. Now we're going to work another 8 double crochets in the next pointy corner. So I've done another 8. I'm just going to go in here and do my slip stitch. So please carry on doing 8 in every one of these, and I'm going to meet you right when I get back here. Right, so I've gone all the way around and I'm just going to slip stitch in here. You should have 8 double crochets in every other one except for a beginning one, because we want to create the seamless look. This is how we're going to do it. You can add your last double crochet like so, and then what you're going to do is slip stitch into this chain here, the first one that you see, like so. Let me just make sure you guys can see it. So not 1, 2, 3, not these, into here. So just going to work my slip stitch in there, and then I'm going to go into the next one and do one last slip stitch. Now I'm going to cut this off, pull it through, and I'm going to go into this stitch here. I'm going to get this and I'm going to pull it through. Now this is what gives most of my work the seamless shell look, like even in this one. Whoops. So even in this one, you can't really tell, or it's hard to tell just from looking at it once, where my last shell was. So guys, what you're going to do is weave in all your ends. And I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry that it's been going out of focus, but I've tried my best to try and keep it in focus. And this will give you your summer doily, and the pattern is by yours truly, Rad. So you can attempt these in various colors, and in each one, all of them looks really pretty. So guys, if you give this a go, make sure you tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see what your doilies turn out like. And I hope everyone has a good day. See ya!